Sky was heavy that afternoon, as if it carried the weight of my grief within its clouds. A pale gray light covered everything. The people, the trees, even the freshly dug grave where my husband's body was being lowered inch by inch. I stood there numb. My hands were shaking, and the cold breeze touched my face, but I felt nothing. Not the cold. Not the people around me. Not even my own heartbeat. All I could feel was the empty space beside me, the space that Shahid had filled for years. I watched the soil fall over the white cloth wrapped around him, each thud like a hammer on my chest. I whispered under my breath, "Why did you leave me?" But the only answer was silence. After the burial, the crowd slowly began to leave. I walked toward the cemetery gate, exhausted and drained. Then my phone rang. I looked at the screen. Sarfraz, Shahid's boss. My brows tightened. Why would he call today? I picked up. Hello? His voice was tense, hurried, almost panicked. Amna, where are you? You need to see something. I blinked in confusion, still standing among the gravestones. Sir, it's Shahid's funeral today. I know, he interrupted sharply. That's why I'm calling. Please come to the office as soon as possible. It's important. Before I could ask anything, the line went dead. I stood frozen, staring at the silent phone in my hand. What could possibly be so important, today of all days? When I returned home, the silence felt even heavier than before. Shahid's shirts were still hanging in the wardrobe. His watch on the table. His cup near the sink. Every corner of the house whispered his name. I sat down, trying to breathe. Why would his boss call me now? What was so urgent? The phone buzzed again, a message from Sarfraz. Please come today. It's about Shahid. A strange tightness gripped my chest. Something wasn't right. I grabbed my bag and keys. Whatever it was, I needed to know. The office building was nearly empty when I arrived. The usual chatter and noise were replaced with a suffocating silence. Sarfraz stood in his cabin waiting. His face softened the moment he saw me. Sadness, pity, and something else, worry. Please sit, he said gently. I sat across from him, clutching my hands tightly together. Sir, tell me, what happened? He sighed deeply, rubbing his forehead. Amna, there is something Shahid left for you. Something he wanted you to see, only if something happened to him. My heart skipped a beat. What do you mean? He opened a drawer, pulled out a small USB drive, and placed it on the desk. He gave this to me 2 weeks ago. He said if anything ever happened to him, this must be shown to you. My throat tightened. Shahid gave that? Yes. He plugged it into his laptop. A video file appeared. My hands trembled. Sarfraz clicked play. I gasped. He looked tired, weak, dark circles under his eyes. His lips dry, but his gaze, gentle and full of love. Amna, he said softly, if you're watching this, it means I'm gone. My breath caught in my chest. Tears blinded my vision. Please don't cry. I know this is hard, but there's something I have to tell you, something you must know. He paused, inhaling shakily. Amna, what happened to me wasn't an accident. My heart slammed inside my ribs. He continued, his voice trembling. I didn't fall sick on my own. I was hurt. Someone I trusted was behind it. The room spun slightly. Shahid lowered his eyes as if ashamed. Adil, he said at last. A name I knew too well. Our friend. Our closest friend. He betrayed me, Shahid whispered. I discovered what he was doing at work. Illegal transactions. Fraud. Files he was hiding. I confronted him. He begged me to stay quiet, but I refused. I felt my fingers go numb. He threatened me, Amna. More than once. He said he would make me disappear if I opened my mouth. My stomach twisted in fear. Shahid continued. I didn't take him seriously at first. I thought he was just angry. But then strange things started happening. Someone followed me. Someone tampered with my car. I covered my mouth in shock. And then, I fell sick. Suddenly. Terribly. Doctors couldn't explain it. His voice broke. If I die, Amna, don't trust Adil. Don't let him near you. Go to the police. I've left all the evidence with Sarfraz. Please be careful. He looked straight into the camera, into my soul. I love you. Always. The video ended. I collapsed into tears. All of this is proof, he said. Shahid wasn't lying. Inside were documents, screenshots, bank statements, everything. Adil's crimes. His threats. His involvement. I stared at the pages through blurred tears. My life, my grief, everything turned upside down. Shahid didn't just die. He was killed. Later that night, I sat in my car outside the office, staring at the folder in my lap. My pulse raced. Fear, anger, betrayal, all mixed together. Then my phone rang. The name appeared on the screen. Adil. My blood ran cold. I answered slowly. Hello? His voice was calm. Too calm. Amna. I just wanted to offer my condolences. I'm really sorry about Shahid. How are you holding up? Every word felt like poison. I didn't speak. He continued, I'm really worried about you. If you need anything. I interrupted softly. Adil, we need to talk. There was silence on the line. A heavy, loaded silence. Talk, he repeated. About what? I stared at the folder, at the proof, at the truth Shahid died protecting. I whispered. About what Shahid told me in his final video. Another silence. Colder. Darker. Adil didn't respond. But I could hear his breathing change, slow, tense, dangerous. I looked out at the empty road ahead, streetlights flickering like dying fireflies. My life had just turned into a war between truth and lies, between justice and danger, between fear and courage. Shahid had left me with more than grief. He had left me with a mission that could change everything. I started the engine, my hands steady now. The world had taken my husband from me. But I would uncover every secret, every lie, every truth hidden in the shadows. Even if it meant walking into darkness alone.